Hey, it's Travis Kerr Family Flip Show. So today's video is going to be all about what's sold throughout this week. And so if you haven't watched this channel before, we're a family of resellers that source things from yard sales, thrift stores, bin stores, anywhere that we can buy something low and sell it online for a profit. Our mission is to help others that maybe want to do this for themselves. So I'm a full-time banking professional and my son is a high school student, and we do this on the side. And I think you'll be amazed at how much you can do just doing this part-time if you're looking for ancillary or outside income on your own. So anyway, if you like content like this, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. We'd be certainly blessed if you did. So anyway, hope you enjoyed today's video, and we look forward to seeing you soon. So it's Monday, and it's been a fairly light day so far, but the first thing that sold is this Carrolltown collection. We buy Christmas if we can find it all year long, and it kind of pays off this time of year, but I probably paid $2 or $3 for this in a lot with a ton of other ornaments. And this just sold for $30 plus the buyer paying shipping. Next up going out is this Kodak Carousel 4200 projector for slides. And so we generally will pay about $5 to $15 for these, depending on the particular model. This one just sold for $65 plus the buyer paying shipping. So we'll get this packaged up and sent out to its new home. The next item going out today on Monday is this Sony VCR. I bought this, I believe these all start to look the same after a while. So I believe I paid $8 for this at Goodwill like a couple days ago. I think Camden just listed it like yesterday and it's already sold. So this sold for $49.99. And we generally pick these up if we can buy them from anywhere in that $5 to $10 range. So it is Tuesday, another really light day. So I don't know if everyone is just kind of prepping themselves for Thanksgiving, but this is another Carrolltown that sold. Again, probably paid $2 for this in a bulk buy at a yard sale. So again, sold for $36. And then another Hallmark piece from a lot that I bought, and probably paid anywhere from like $1 to 50 cents for this particular one. Sold for $12. So we'll get this shipped out. So it is Wednesday and we have 10 orders today. So a little bit more volume has kind of picked up a little bit closer to normal. It had been a little bit slow, but nonetheless, this just sold. We bought this like very recently at a thrift store. I think maybe a couple of days ago for like 10, 15 bucks. And then this just sold for $69.99. So we'll get this packaged up. The next item going out on today are for Wednesday's sales is this Abdur 360. We paid $25 for this at a church sale. This just sold for $189.99 plus the buyer paid for shipping. So really good sell, $25 into $189.99. Next item going out is this Calphalon 10-inch skillet or frying pan. We paid $3 for this, and this just sold for $33.99, but free shipping. So really good sale there. If you watch the consignment sale video that was released recently, I bought this there for $2.50. This just sold for $35 free shipping, but it's pretty light, so it will probably go out first class. So it may cost, $4.50 to ship this out. Next up is this auger for an Omega juicer. We generally buy these juicers for anywhere from, $5 to $15 and then part them out. This little guy just sold for $23.99, free shipping. So we'll get this packaged up. Next up is this piece for a Breville juicer. This is a filter basket. This just sold for $13.99. And along those same lines as the Omega juicer, we take these and part these out and generally do pretty well once it's all said and done. Next up is this Polly Pocket, and we bought a bunch of these, I believe at a yard sale a long time ago. Somehow this one didn't get listed, but this vintage circa 1990 Polly Pocket just sold for $20. Next up is this Zero water filtration system, and I just bought this like 4 or 5 days ago at a bin store for $7.21 after taxes. This just sold for $39.99. This is going to give you an idea on why, if you watch any of our other videos, that we pick up vacuum pieces and vacuum hoses, because there's so much money in these. Like, you can buy these for pennies on the dollar. Especially if you find them at like the Goodwill bins. This hose alone just sold for $43.97. I'm not 100% sure what our cost is on this, but I can tell you it's probably very little. Next up is this lamp saver, which you already know lots about if you've seen our channel before. $3.21. This just sold for around $20. This will be like about the 32nd one of these that we've sold over the last 90 days, and we've got many more to go. Next up is this Cuisinart food processor set. I believe we paid around $5 for this, and this just sold for $35. So these are some of Thursday's sales. So these, I bought this double 12 dominoes at a yard sale, I believe for $1, and this just sold for $21.99. This may look familiar from Wednesday sales, but this is actually another one that just sold for $28, a Cuisinart set. I believe we paid $25 for the actual food processor as well as this set. We probably have another $60, $70, maybe $70, $80 in listings for the other parts. So this one piece alone from that $25 buy just sold for $28. These next two things are already packed up, so I didn't want to unpack them just for this video, but this is an Electrolux accessory that I just bought at Goodwill for $3, and it sold for $19.99. Even better, Camden picked this up. It's a remote control for a telescope. He bought it really just a couple of days ago at a thrift store for like $4, and it just sold for $75, so super good sell there. Another item that's already packed up is this coding game that I bought for 50 cents at a yard sale. This just sold for $8. Not really the best buy on my part, but we are happy to see it go to a new home. And so a lot of these items are already packed because we do one-day shipping. So we kind of have to get these things on the road as fast as possible. So sometimes they get packed up a little bit faster than I'm able to film. Next item going out is this Weber rotisserie drive motor. I found this at Goodwill, thought it looked interesting, so I looked it up, and I paid $4 for this. This just sold for $28.99. Another Thursday sale is this little TiVo remote. We generally pay like almost nothing for these sometimes. If you find them at the bins or if you find them at a Goodwill or a thrift store, they could be like 50, 75 cents, maybe $1. This just sold for $10.25, but it will go out first class, so it won't cost a lot to send this out. Real quick, kind of rapid fire here for the rest of Thursday's sales was this Sony Handycam. We probably paid $15, $20 for this, and it just sold for $115 plus the buyer paying chip. And always look out in comp Handycams if you see them. They still can carry good value. This is for a Breville juicer. One little piece of this Breville juicer, as you can see, we part these out. This just sold for $40. This I bought at a bin store for $7 and probably around 49 cents. This just sold for $35. It'll go out US media mail, so this will be pretty cheap to ship. This is the After Series collection by Anna Todd. I bought this Pistol Pete Maravich jersey, which I really, really like. One of my favorite players, at least to watch the highlights of, this Atlanta jersey. Bought this for $2 during the summer at a yard sale. Just sold for $85. So super happy about that. If you watch the best kept secret video for sourcing inventory, I bought this at a consignment sale for $12.50. Not the best buy. The buyer just paid like $31 or something all in, so we'll still make a little bit off of this, and it sold fast. So always good to see something go fast, especially if it has smaller margins. The last item that sold is this milk frother from a Ninja. We part these out as we find them, so we probably paid very little for this. Sold for $11.97. So next up, I'm going to show you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I bought this lot of cell phones at a yard sale, and I pulled out the Blackberries, and I lotted this up as used cell phones, put it on auction, and it sold for $17.97 plus shipping. So I've got one other lot of cell phones to sell from this, and I paid $5 for an entire bag of randomness. So we'll get that shipped out. This Cobalt just sold for $34.99. We paid $5 for this at a yard sale, so we'll get that shipped out. This is actually a nail drill, Melody Suisse, I believe it is, or Melody Susie, I'm not sure, but these we buy or find at the Amazon return store sometimes, or the bin store, and so we normally pay about $7.49 for these items. So this nail drill just sold for $44.97. This Dremel and the attachment we just found at a yard sale for $1. And so this Dremel just sold for $34.97. Another awesome $1 find at a yard sale is this Casio keyboard. It's an MT36 Casitone. And so we find that these smaller keyboards actually do better than some of the bigger ones. But this just sold for $32.97. So back-to-back $1 purchases from a yard sale. And of course, this Slim Saver just sold, as you've seen before, $18.99. Next up for the weekend sales that we're getting packed up is this milk frother, Hola Rico. And we got this at the bin store for $7.49. This just sold for $59.99. Camden, a couple months ago, bought a lot of aquarium accessories, and we already sold like $350 from a $100 lot. This may be one of the last items to go. This just sold for $65, so we'll get that packed up. This is just a lot of Hallmark Christmas Around the World doors. And so I paid probably maybe just under $1 a piece for these, maybe less. I think I allotted a huge bunch of Hallmark ornaments together. These just sold for $15, but the buyer's paying shipping to send these out. The other item that's going out is this tailor-made. This is a rescue wood of some sort. And so we sold this with the wrench and just the head alone for $29.99. I'm guessing we probably paid a couple bucks for this at a yard sale at some point. Next item that sold that'll show you some of the joys of reselling, especially if you're selling toys that are, 40 plus years old, is we sold this Luke Skywalker. Of course, we got him out of the box and his head snapped off. So naturally we canceled the order. This sold for $12, but this will probably not go anywhere. And it's not something that's easily repairable. But yeah, again, I would rather this happen here than the buyer get it and pull it out of the package and the guy's head snapped off. But we did sell this for $12. We canceled it and refunded the buyer. All right, so the next thing's going out. It won't be too exciting because they're already packed up, but I will show you images on the screen. But we sold this Ronco for $125, paid $25 for it recently, I believe at a thrift store. We also got a vintage Wagnerware Magnolite that we sold for $82.97. I believe we paid $20 for that. There's also a really good sale, a Philips smart pasta maker that just sold for $139.99 plus the buyer paying shipping, and we paid around $8 for that. I believe in here is a Hornets hat that we sold for $10.97. Bought a massive lot of those last summer for $1, and those things are still selling. So just a few of the things that have already been packed up that I couldn't show you beforehand. Also forgot there's another Ronco that sold for $94.99. And I think we paid like $15 for it. It's in one of these three boxes here, but it's funny how like in the world of reselling, you'll have something listed for a long time and then two of them sell at once. So one of these we got recently, the other has been around for a while, but I'm thinking that they're selling just, due to the holiday season. So we're rounding out Sunday evening, and so here are some of the things that I'm about to pack up to go out tomorrow, Monday, and this may cap off the week. We'll see if anything sells in the next few hours here, but this is another rainbow hose. It just sold for $34.99. Probably paid just a few dollars for that whenever you factor in that we lotted that together. There are some Smith ski goggles that you don't see here because honestly I can't find them at the moment. So I'll have to ask Camden whenever he gets home. But they just sold for $40. We probably paid $5 for those at a bin store. This little Wii accessory we probably paid a few cents for, just sold for $12. Most likely we parted that out from another Wii remote. This is a New Wave induction oven. So these are the kind of burners that only work with cast iron, or you would need like a high quality stainless steel that has some kind of magnetic feature in it. But these are always good finds. We normally pay $5 to $10 for these. We'd probably pay more if needed, but this just sold for $65. So if you ever see these New Wave induction hot plates, definitely look out for those. I believe this is a part to a Breville juicer. This just sold for $17, and we will likely paid maybe $1 for this if you factor in that we part these out from the ones that we buy for $5 to $10. And then lastly, this drum set is going out. Probably paid about 10 bucks for this. You can see these readily available, and a lot of thrift stores don't know the value in these, but this just sold for $90. So we will get that packed up as well. One other item that sold a bit earlier that is not pictured, it's already packed up, is a TI-84 graphing calculator. Very good to find. That sold for I believe about $51, and those sell really well and really fast, especially in the right season. They can actually sell more for those. TI-83s don't do as well. TI-84s are the ones you want to be on the lookout for.